today, which is definitely a change because I don't remember the last time it rained in Florida. I'm here for it, however, sometimes it's not very fun. Here we are, okay. I'm sure you could probably hear the rain droplets coming down from my car, but I guess the rain is kind of the perfect time to talk about today's vlog, which is how to spend the holidays alone. And not just things to do during the holidays alone, but how to emotionally cope with it, because I know that that's the majority of the struggle of spending the holidays alone. All throughout my life, I have been with my family back up in Michigan during Christmases, Thanksgiving, pretty much every holiday, or at least with my family and my friends. So specifically the 4th of July, I'm always with my friends. Thanksgiving and Christmas, strictly with family. And I have a lot of family. So it's very chaotic, very all over the place. Normally for Christmases, we'll do Christmas at Dad's, Christmas at Mom's, going to Grandma's after. It's just very chaotic. And so going from a life of good chaos to, I don't want to say boring, but no chaos and no friends and family around that I'm used to having around me is definitely a change. And I know a lot of people have been going through that. They've been through it. They either hate it or they thrive during it. Either way, it's a struggle whether you're having a good time or not, because you're adjusting. For me specifically, I love to be alone. Anyone who knows me knows I'm very independent. I'm very on my own when I do things. I love to be around my friends, but I just more so like my own company. Being down in Florida for this past year has kind of changed that. And I don't know if it's just because I had to get out of my little bubble, out of what I'm used to or what, but now I love being with my friends. I would rather be with my friends over being alone, and I think it's just something that I've developed and I've kind of realized for myself. Or it could be just that I've had so much independence in my life, and I finally now realize that you can have independence but also be with your friends a lot. You don't have to have one or the other. You don't have to be introverted or extroverted. You don't have to do this kind of black and white thinking of it. I've always been the person to struggle with anxiety as well, very heavily, specifically after high school. I used to get panic attacks a lot. I remember it was actually the summer after high school was done. I had a panic attack I want to say it was a couple times a week for a while, and it was awful. It was the worst thing. I think one of the worst things I've ever experienced, because it feels like you're dying. And for anyone who hasn't had a panic attack will never really understand. But it's basically, it feels like your body is reacting to as if you're dying or that you're going to die. It's a very real feeling. So to whoever is watching this video who's going through the holidays alone or is going to be going through the holidays alone, just know that you're not alone, and that it's very normal to feel sad, and it's normal to not be okay sometimes about it, because it is the most wonderful time of the year, Christmas time, and so it's strange if you're not around the people that you love. What's really helped me is finding things that I love to do down here in Florida on a day-to-day basis. Going to the beach when it's warm. I used to go a lot by myself in the summertime. I also love to take walks. I realized that working out is a lot more crucial than I realized it was for my mental health. And I'm sure it's pretty much everywhere in Florida, but I love going to Saturday and Sunday weekend markets all around the city of Tampa. So they have one every weekend. And honestly, when I first moved here, I thrived off of that. I went every single weekend. I was having the time of my life. Even if I went by myself, that was my thing. I love to do that. Now I missed the one today, which made me kind of sad, but you just have to find the things that you love to do and kind of work with that. And I try not to isolate myself anymore. I used to completely cut myself off from friends and just hanging out with anyone because I had so much anxiety. I didn't want to be around many people, so that was very isolating. But here, I just realized that being around the friends that I've made is important for my mental health, and it's also important just me being happy. So one of my most favorite things to do on my own is go book shopping, which I'm in a little bookstore that I found in Oldmar, and I love this place so much. I've gotten so many books here. It's also, I'm whispering because it's so quiet, but I've gotten so many good books here, and they're like $3-4, like Colleen Hoover books. So we're gonna shop for a couple books today. I just got back in my car from shopping for a couple of books at my favorite little bookstore. I got The Silent Patient. That was my first choice. I saw it all over TikTok. Heard that it's got pretty good reviews, so I picked that one up. And then the other one is kind of on today's topic, which is called All the Lonely People. And I guess it's about this older gentleman who lives on his own and creates this like persona of him and his great life, and then when one of his family members comes to visit, he's like, oh crap, I gotta, keep up with how I've been saying my life is. And I guess it's just like his journey of finding other people. So I thought it was pretty perfect, so I had to pick that one up. Currently on my way to church. I decided that since I was up early enough today and it's Sunday, that I would go to church in person. I normally do it online, but I was just feeling in the spirit today, and I wanted to just show that like you can do more things alone than you realize. It's just sometimes it might not be as fun, but that's what we're doing today. Just pulled up to church and I'm about to walk in, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. I know out of all places, church should not be the place that I'm nervous to go to by myself. However, I think it's just being alone in general is hard, like we just talked about. But I'm going to go in, I'm going to find a seat kind of off to myself and just have a really good time and have a good service.
They don't have utensils.
No utensils, you got them right at the end of your arms.
Wow.
Let's go, dig in.
Well, I haven't eaten anything today yet, so
Yeah.
I guess this is what you do, right?
That's it. Yeah.
Oh my God, I just had the best time. Okay, I'm actually so glad that I went by myself. It was also a new church, so that was just scary in general, but right off the bat, it was already fun to be there. And I just feel like the message today was probably just what I needed, and so it just felt really perfect. So I guess what I would say helped me the most through spending the holidays alone are finding the things that I love to do. I know I love to go to the beach. I know I like to explore Tampa. So if you're in a new city, if you're in the same city, try going to places that you don't normally go to. Whether that's a new coffee shop, whether you're trying out a new hobby, just something as simple as going to a new place can really liven up your day, especially if you're the type of person who likes to isolate themselves. And then another thing that I really love to do is just reach out to my family. I feel like I'm always calling my dad, and so that's really helped me. I just try and spend that time with the things that I love to do and the things that make me happy as much as possible. And I kind of take advantage of it. Sometimes you just need a second or a minute or a full hour to let it out, to get it all out. Because this time is crucial for spending time with your family. So if you're not around them, that's a really big stress on you. Get it out of your system. Let yourself cry. Put on some sad music. Just let yourself feel it. Let yourself go through it. See what happens. You may be super sad for like an hour, 2, 3, but then you feel lighter afterwards and you feel like, okay, I've gotten that out of my system. Now I'm kind of ready to go out into the world and do something. May not work for everyone. I know that works for me sometimes. Take my opinion as you wish. It's up to you. Not everything I say is going to work for everyone, but it doesn't hurt to try. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. For anyone who's out there spending the holidays alone, just know you're not completely alone, and there are others out there probably doing very similar things to you in the same situation. But I'm sending my love because I know it's rough. Love you guys. I'll talk to you later.